Ego versus confidence. Kristen. As humans, we tend to have sympathy and compassion for the weak. The weak primarily refers to those who are disadvantaged in some way, such as the elderly, children, the sick, the disabled, as well as animals, because they are ignorant. When we help these lives, we have a sense of accomplishment. Therefore, in a way, we also need them. Some people like pets because they are both pitiful and adorable. In fact, pet lovers are mostly those with lower intelligence and a sense of inferiority. They have a karmic connection with their pets, so they like them. Primarily, they can find a sense of achievement in meeting the needs of their pets to balance their hidden sense of inferiority. Of course, pets can also accompany them through lonely times and provide comfort for their souls. Most humans prefer to hang out with those who are adorable and have lower intelligence than themselves. Being friends with such people makes them feel happy and secure. In general, humans' favourite animal is dog, because dogs can wag their tails to seek sympathy, know how to please their owners, and are loyal and grateful to them. So, raising a son can be frustrating, while raising a pet dog might be more enjoyable. Of course, everyone has more or less inferiority. Since highly intelligent beings can trigger a sense of inferiority in us and threat our benefits and safety, we tend to be cautious and vigilant when interacting with them. Humans have always fantasized about highly intelligent aliens invading and enslaving us. Hence, regarding aliens, we are curious as well as scared and cautious. Some people used to be Asuras in their past lives, so they have deep-rooted Asura tendencies characterized by being arrogant, competitive, jealous, as well as a sense of inferiority. They are usually bold, blindly arrogant, and are willing to take risks. Generally, those with deep-rooted Asura tendencies are not even afraid of death. Asura people enjoy competition and strive to stand out. Their sense of accomplishment in life comes from defeating and surpassing others. The Asura people with high IQ tend to be particularly arrogant and self-righteous. Those with high IQ and EQ tend to have strong desires for control and power. Asura politicians with high IQ and EQ like to initiate wars to get a sense of accomplishment. Those with higher EQ but lower MQ, moral quotient, like to flatter their bosses. They are good at using influential people to suppress their competitors and undermine those they envy. Those with lower IQ will overtly do so, while those with higher IQ will use schemes to frame others. We need to remain vigilant against these Asura people because, when they are less capable and less skilled, they may flatter you and learn from you. Yet, once they catch up with you, they will leave you and go their own way. Their life goal is to surpass others. In today's society, various boxing and combat sports are becoming more and more popular. Those who participate in or watch these competitions all have strong Asura tendencies. Participating in or watching these competitions can satisfy and foster their Asura tendencies. Such activities cannot even be considered sports, and we should oppose them. Nowadays, violent movies and war movies have high box office and ratings. Watching such movies can satisfy humans' Asura tendencies. Moreover, various violent games and war-themed video games are also very popular. Playing these games can also satisfy and foster their Asura tendencies. So it's not good to play these games. With the development of humanity, wars are increasing in both scale and frequency, resulting in more and more casualties. In the recent Russian-Ukraine war, Putin has begun to threaten to use nuclear weapons. Hence, the future of humanity is alarming. Ego, inferiority complex, and envy are different psychological states that arise when comparing and competing with others. People with Asura tendencies are very afraid of losing to others. They often overestimate themselves and cannot see their own problems. They particularly like paying meticulous attention to others' shortcomings and weaknesses and talking about them. When they see others' flaws or talk about them, they feel satisfied. They enjoy comparing and competing with others. If they win, they become arrogant. If they lose, they feel inferior and envious. In a worldly sense, ego is self-esteem. Ego can manifest as various forms, such as scornful ego, pride, arrogance, conceit, resistant ego, and ignorant ego, to name a few. Let's briefly explain them. Scornful ego refers to the mentality that looks down upon and despises others. Pride is the narcissistic mentality that considers oneself better than others. Arrogance is blind self-importance and self-righteousness. Conceit is excessive self-importance that overestimates oneself and considers oneself superior to everyone else. With resistant ego, even if one encounters brilliant people and is aware of their excellence, one still considers oneself only slightly inferior, regards others' excellence as nothing special, believes that one can quickly surpass them, and persists in one's old ways. They are reluctant to face the reality and unwilling to humbly learn from others. With ignorant ego, one lacks right understanding and view, yet believes to possess them. As a result, despite having flaws in one's virtue, one still considers oneself virtuous and hopes to get praise and approval from others. Towards those truly wise and virtuous, one harbours arrogance instead of reverence. Another type is that one's right understanding and view are not profound enough, but one believes they are very profound. As a result, despite not being highly virtuous, one considers oneself highly virtuous and hopes to get praise and approval from others. Towards those with true great wisdom, one harbours arrogance instead of reverence. If you don't carefully discern, sometimes it's easy to confuse ego with confidence. Confidence is based on our practical experience. As we engage in practice, we gradually recognize the inherent nature and patterns of things and accumulate a complete trust in ourselves through continued practice. Ego tends to compare with others, while confidence doesn't. No matter how well or poorly others perform, it has nothing to do with us. What we should focus on is doing our part well. This is confidence. Confidence can be cultivated and is based on right understanding and mindfulness. Confident people have self-awareness. They clearly know who they are, what they can do, what they need to do, as well as where they need to continue learning and improving. Their souls are peaceful and abundant. Normal human beings know how to cultivate confidence. They work in a down-to-earth and persistent manner without comparing or envying others and can appreciate others. As they become more and more proficient in their fields, their confidence grows stronger and stronger. The couplet in our church is expressed clearly. Everyone has their own karma, so don't envy others. There are no external thieves, and the only thing to guard against is your ego. Everyone has their own karma, so don't envy others. There are no external thieves, but the internal thieves. Your ego and envy are hard to guard against.